The game might be over, but we're just getting started. Welcome to the Todd Fox Post-Game Podcast, your go-to spot for real, unfiltered Angels talk, win or lose, on the Halos in the Infield Network. You never know what's going to happen. Walk-offs, meltdowns, heroics, or straight-up typical Angels disasters. We're breaking it all down. Who stepped up and took home the Golden Stamos, the most prestigious award in baseball? And who embarrassed themselves so badly they're stuck with the dreaded Nacho Night Award? Drop your comments, call in, and sound off. We're reading them all. So like, share, subscribe, and buckle up, because this show pulls no punches. And yes, Anthony Rendon is still a fragile little bitch. Take it away, Todd.
I'm a fox. My name's Todd.
What is up, everybody? It is the Todd Fox Post-Game Show 2025. I would love to come on here and tell you how much I had a good time with the other season ticket holders doing the watch party and listening to Trent Rush going, hey, guess what? This guy's going to be really good. Hey, hey, hey. And then Roger Lodge, his toupee-wearing self, coming out there going, hey, guys, we need a few runs. It's okay. We're having a slow start, but we're going to kick it into gear here. Let's put the rally monkey up on the scoreboard, up on the Jumbotron that already made so much better that the Cowboy built, and let's get some runs. And you would think that it would be a good time because, you know, the schedule makers actually helped the Angels out this year. And they were like, you know what? You had a rough year last year, 99 losses. Let's start you off against a team that's a patty cake. It's cupcake. It's everything that you want to beat up on as a franchise, who, like, they literally have one or two players that you can say, okay, I kind of know them. And then the rest of the players are just a bunch of throw-ins, a bunch of futures guys, nothing to write home about. And you're figuring, okay, they should beat them or be competitive. And even me and Fernando, as optimistic as we were this season and on the off season, I said, okay, in one of our last podcasts, they said, we'll go maybe 81 and 81. You know, I was kind of like doing the whole 500 thing maybe. And then I decided, they'll be okay, right? And again, it's only game one, just like Roger Lodge likes to say, the season starts tomorrow or tonight or whatever. Just don't worry about the losses. We have 161 games left to go. And yes, you may be right. But the thing is, and the problem I have, watching today's game is you got a cupcake like I described in the White Sox as a first opening opponent. And even me and Fernando said with the White Sox commentator Greg Mraz the other day, we predicted them to lose this opening game, but I predicted a 5-4 loss or a 4-3 loss. I figured the offense would struggle and the pitching would allow a mistake or two, and then we'd move on. But that's not what happened. And again, let me just tell you real quick before I get into everything, why this loss sucks so bad for the Angels. So before I get into that, be on the lookout. We have a new sponsor, which we're changing up there. We are no longer affiliated with Noble Ale Works. We have a new brewery to go to called Brewheim, which is right behind the Angels stadium and right off of, I want to say, State College. You'll see it. It's a very nice facility. We'll have a tailgate there for all Angel fans on April 19th, so look out for that. There's going to be cornhole games for the kids, tic-tac-toe. You name it, we'll have it. Beer discounts will still be honored over there. A lot of cool things happening. We will have the information out there as soon as possible. Now, why does this loss suck so bad? Oh, and to new viewers and listeners out there to the Todd Fox Post-Game Show, I go through my opening monologue, we do some awards, and then we get into the comments. I read all your comments, and I will take some phone calls at some point. And don't spam me if you're I haven't even looked at the comments yet. But don't spam me 20. He probably has a huge announcement, but I'm not looking to get into anything technical that way as far as, this is game freaking one, and already I'm pissed. This sucks because let's just explain it to if you're new to the show or if you suffered through our post games last year, it sucked because as an Angel fan, your fandom was tested last year because you had these games where the Angels – look, this is how it went down. The first couple innings, Angels had runners on base and had an opportunity to get runners in scoring position, home to take the lead and get this thing called momentum. Unfortunately, the momentum could not be grasped by the team because they were too busy squandering opportunities against a guy who only had 4 prior appearances, not starts, appearances in the majors. So you're talking about a team, a historically bad team, only able to throw a guy who has 4 complete games or 4 games in the majors as a starter the next season to be your number 1, and you can't hit the living shit out of him? No, he comes out there and he throws 6 innings, 3 hits, no walks, retires the last 14. And the Angels did what they did last year. 2 innings, first 2 innings, you have an opportunity to, but again, runners in scoring position has been a problem with the Angels. They don't connect on opportunities. So you let the momentum get to the White Sox. And then I seen some people online say, Kikuchi sucks. Really? Kikuchi retired the last 14 too. Again, this isn't the New York Yankees. It's not the LA Dodgers. It's not a killer lineup. Okay, I get that. The fact is, again, just like last year, Kowanowitz and the last guys that went down the stretch when they got 0 run support continue to take losses. And what happened? They'd have 1 bad inning or a mistake, and then all of a sudden they're killed by it because our stupid fandom, or not even the fandom, the announcers. I'm sorry, I'm raking the fans over the coals. It's the announcers. It's the organization that says, well, these guys, Kikuchi had a bad inning. He had a bad start. No, he pitched 6 innings. And I've said this last year, the year before that. When you can pitch 5 or more innings, likely 6 innings, and you're allowing less than 4 runs, that is a major quality start. And Kikuchi gave you that quality start. If that ball didn't get lost in the sky and it doesn't drop in front of the 3 fielders, the shortstop, shortstop, left fielder, and Adele. If it doesn't fall, it's only 1-0. You're still very much in the game, but you can't even muster up 1 run. But you do when it doesn't matter. When it really doesn't matter. And how many times, Angel fans, did you see this last year? Where, again, you're not able to take control of the momentum the first couple innings. Right away, the White Sox wake up and score that crooked number, and then the pitcher settles in, and you start just going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bat at bat after bat at bat. So instead of being patient the first couple innings, the Angels switch it back into let's swing for the fences. Instead of let's work walks, let's try to go the other way. Let's switch up the approach, take each at bat differently. Don't go up there with a goddamn script. And it seemed like they were scripted from the second inning to the last batter. And even the last batter, O'Hoppe. I was driving home listening to the last inning, and it was 8-0. And I said, it would not surprise me if O'Hoppe hit a home run. And bam. Because how many times do we see a useless solo home run and, the Angels lost 8-1, 4-1, or something like that? They were getting shut out by the Chicago White Sox, a team that lost 121 games. And they shut you out. They came out on goddamn Jeeps, for God's sake. They were traveling on the dirt pathway, which is the warning track, all the way around in Jeeps, just to try to rile to get a sponsor, the brand new, hey, try the new Jeep. It's clearing the White Sox. And they actually had a good crowd there, and they win 8-1. How can you get hyped when this was the same old song and dance we saw last year? I mean, literally everything that could go wrong for the Angels went wrong today. When we went to the stadium today to have a good time, to sit down and to watch the game with the other Angel fans at the stadium, I felt like, okay, this is going to be nice. It's going to be nice to hopefully get some runs. I'm still predicting a loss, but stranger things can happen. But you have bad at bats. And again, the hitting looks to be all but the problem. I mean, it just does, dude. And you can sit there and say, well, that kid that came in, I mean, look, he pitched great in spring training. Yes, he doesn't have any minor league experience, and let's do the Monday morning quarterback and kill the organization for it. But who else is up here that could handle the bullpen? And the bullpen is not going to be a problem this year. I kid you not. I know it looks bad the first game, but that's not the problem. The Angels were given and allowed plenty of time to come back in this game. Chicago didn't open this sucker up until it was way late in the game. And there's chances are if the Angels had done anything, Johnson would not have been in there to fuck things up. Let's just be real. Now, here again is my problem. The Angels are out hit. It's sort of like in football. My football team loses a lot because they don't control the clock and they lose the time of possession. In baseball, you're basically losing the time of possession by not getting guys on base and not getting hit and getting out hit consistently. And the Angels are consistently getting out hit because they'll go 4 or 5 innings without doing shit. Not pressuring. I mean, for the love of God, I barely got up out of my seat in the 5th inning, or it was the 6th. It was the 5th or the 6th inning. I get up out of my seat to walk 25 yards to where the Lexus Diamond Club is, the entryway, to grab myself a soda and come back to my seat. From the moment I left my seat to get to the Lexus clubhouse, Diamond Club, sorry, I'm mumbling the words, I get there, grab a soda, come back, make eye contact with Trent Rush, who gives me a dirty look. The inning is over already. You're talking 2.5 minutes. That is the problem with this team. They cannot get consistent at-bats together, and it's the first fucking game of the season. This is vintage August baseball for the Angels in April. That is, if that doesn't scare you, it's who they did it against. Again, if we're facing the Yankees and a healthy Garrett Cole, if we're facing the Dodgers and Yamamoto, or any of their other 7 aces that they have on that team, I totally get it. I'm not going to say, well, it's the Angels' fault. I'll actually tip my cap and say, you know what? We faced a better pitcher today. We faced a cleaner team today. Well, now we're seeing how we stack up against them. But when you stack up, and I don't give a shit that it's only one game, when you stack up against a team that is this crappy and you put that performance out there, even on game 1, you have to be concerned. Now, no one's sitting here except Roger Toupee Lodge and Trent, I'm a dumbass Rush, saying that this franchise has a playoff chance or is going to be in the playoffs. No one else but those 2 idiots are saying that. We get that. But I am sick and tired as a fan of not seeing competitive baseball. I want to see competitive baseball. I want to have a good time. I don't care if they're playing the White Sox. I don't care if they're playing the Marlins. Just give me something to root for. Give me something to cheer. Give me some hope that there's an opportunity. When you're putting the fucking rally monkey up there down 6-0, you ain't giving me anything. I am tired of seeing that monkey. I am tired of seeing and hearing Trent Rush. I'm tired of seeing and hearing Roger Lodge. They're all propagandists. I'm tired of it. Give us something new. And then to top things off, guys and gals, we had, again, we are going to be blessed. We are blessed, people. When you go to Angel Stadium this year, we are blessed with a great DJ called JoJo. Again, every fucking game he's at, we lose. Everything he touches, we suck. He is terrible. That's just the DJ. So when we're complaining about that, you imagine the crap that we're complaining about on the field. Let's go over this lineup real quick before I get into everything, read the comments, and get into everything that you guys are talking about in the chat. Let's talk about this lineup here. Already, when the lineup card came out this morning, I was like, here we go again. Here we go again with the analytics, and this is not Ron Washington's actual touch on this baseball team. If I could get an honest answer from Ron Washington, I would ask him, okay, you can't lie. Here's my question. Do you believe in Taylor Ward as your leadoff guy? Is he your leadoff guy? And he would tell me, no, that's not true. I think he would be a number 7. Exactly. He's 6 spots too high. He sucks. Well, Todd, he hit a leadoff doubles. I don't give a shit. Did you not see where that fastball was in the first inning for that pitcher, Burke? He was throwing it all down the middle. You had 2 innings to take advantage of a guy who was not placing his pitches. He was not placing his pitches in those first 2 innings. They were right there. Even Trout squared one up and missed it. There was pitches that they could have took advantage and they didn't. I'm telling you, that first couple innings, and that's what's sad about this baseball team. They put their heads in the sand like an ostrich and just go with it. Nobody gets them hyped up. They don't change their approach. It's just the same shit. And we said this last year, and I'm so appalled to be screaming my lungs out on game 1 because they're copying the same script. If it didn't work last year, how about change it up? No, let's go with Taylor Ward, who went 1 for 4. Shawnuel got a hit to help out. Trout got beamed, and did we respond? No. Soler went 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, including a very, very unclutch strikeout on ball 4 in the 8th inning that could have, if you walk right there, it's 3-1, a single ties it. Nope, give the momentum away. 3 runs later, it's 6-0, then 2 more runs, it's 8-0. 5 runs given up because you gave away the momentum. Tim Anderson is a return. He gets the hat trick, 3 strikeouts. Renifo goes a quiet 0 for 4. Ohapi, 2 hits, and I don't give a shit home run in the 9th inning. Adele went 1 for 3. You had Kyron Paris come up there and strike out, and then you had Newman up there 0 for 2, and then Mancada came up there and worked a walk. That's it. That's all you had. And then Kikuchi's numbers was 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run, 87 pitches. Quality start, but takes the L, of course. And then Johnson, 1 run. And that's the other thing. Since Phil Nevin started and the analytics really went up the Angels' backside as far as a franchise, you have seen more in the last 3 to 4 years position players come in because they can't use bullpen pitchers. They want to save their arms. They don't want to use them. If you look at appearances for bullpen arms, we have some of the lowest numbers compared to other pitchers who can pitch back-to-back games before sitting down. We can't get most of our bullpen guys to pitch back-to-back games, let alone back-to-back. We can only get them to go once. So with that theory in mind, the Angels are like, no, this is a blowout. Johnson couldn't get it done. Let's go to Lopez, a position. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys, and I have to calm myself down, maybe some of you guys and gals out there can tell me the last time you saw a position player enter a game on opening day. Position players pitching should be pitching in a game that's 18-1, 10-0. And maybe you could say, okay, this one counts, it's 8-1. I don't think so. Not opening day, not opening weekend, not opening month. What are you doing? None of your pitchers have any kind of taxable movement on their arms. Like, you guys are just starting and you couldn't go to another pitcher to finish out the game. I'm not sitting here like, oh, Lopez pitched a lot. He only got a third of an out. That's fine, but that's embarrassing. You are an absolute embarrassment. You have to pull out a freaking position player on game 1. I mean, Burke, 6 innings again, 3 hits allowed, 3 strikeouts. And this is one of the worst historic bullpens of all time. And they shut you down. Like, they have Clevenger, a former starter who's had all kinds of injury problems, navigate through a topsy-turvy 8th inning like nothing. They put up 9 hits on you. This team at times last year took 3 games to get to 9 hits, the White Sox. I'm every time I think I'm surprised and we hit a new low and it can't get any worse than this, the Angels surprise me. So now that we lost, let's get into some awards and let's show you some new stuff that we have here for you. We have a lot of new stuff, but this is the first one. So no more Savage Garden, but I think this song's pretty good. Have a listen, won't you? We've got definitely a lot of baseball left to be played. 161 more losses to go. So yeah, that's that losing slide right there. So that is your new song for the year. The Angels lose tonight. Still sitting on 81 wins. 81 to get to 81 is what I'm looking at right now. Let's get into the John Stamos Award for Best Player on the Field. It's the John Stamos Award for Best Player on the Field, and I think we have to give it to Burke. Again, 4 games into his career, a nobody, and a guy that on most baseball teams would be a long man at best, makes his ace debut. An ace debut against So Kikuchi, who, again, is a number 3 on most teams. He's an ace on ours. But this dude, again, 4 games that he entered to in the majors, and he looked like a goddamn ace because we made him look like that. And he gets the W. So he is your your John Stamos Award winner, the first of the year. Didn't think I was going to give it to a White Sox on the first night, but hey, guess what? We also have a Nacho night, and it's Nacho night for the worst player on the field. And
Nacho night, oh yeah, Nacho night. Pile it up, load it high. Extra shame, hold the pride. Grab a fork, take a dive. Dignity's gone, but the cheese survived. Moldy cheese, stale chips, what a sight. All your dreams gone tonight. Had a bad night, lost the fight. No more crunch, just take a bite. It's the Nacho Night Award.
how about that, huh? Nacho Night Award. And the Nacho Night Award goes to, I have to give it to Tim Anderson for 2 reasons. Okay. Tim Anderson got the what is it? What's it called? The hat trick, 3 strikeouts, right? That's terrible in itself. And the Angels had 10 strikeouts as a team. Ho hum. Whenever the Angels were under 10 strikeouts for a game, they usually won last year. They had a winning record. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know they had something like a 20 game over 500 record when they struck out less than 10 times. When they struck out 10 times or more, they were the other way. They were 20 to almost 30 games under 500. So with that being said, 3 strikeouts for Tim Anderson. And you had 8 strikeouts between Ohapi, Renifo, Anderson, and Soler together. But those 3 strikeouts, number 1, for him getting the Nacho Night. Number 2, when they gave him a standing ovation at Cellular, Comiskey, whatever the hell they call it nowadays, he didn't even tip his cap, dude. I mean, that's a little disrespectful for me. I was like, dude, come on, man. Tip your cap. The fans, they have had nothing to cheer for. You come back to home. You're the former batting champion right there. I thought that was bad on Tim Anderson for not tipping his cap. I thought that was a classless move right there. So with that being said, let's get into all of the goddamn comments because we have a lot of them and I love it. So keep them coming. We like to read them. We'll take phone calls maybe towards the end of the show. We may even get a guest. So leading off tonight is Jason Head, and he's like, dude, shake my head. And then you had Iron Giant said the White Sox are supposed to be historically bad again this season. Ha ha ha. Also, some things just don't change. Grillmaster is back on here. DFA Jorge. Jason Hess checks on with Artie Moreno worse than Jerry Jones. Absolutely. At least Jerry Jones can get the Cowboys to the playoffs. Halo Joe checks in with here we go again. And then Jason Hess says, I like Johnson's outing. Little Wayne checking in with Tim Anderson still sucks. What is he going to be batting fifth? Or he should be not batting fifth. He should have been released last year. DFA Ryan Johnson, sorry, bud, your story's too good, but you choked. Great intro right there. Robert also checks in with Shaunuel blows more than Lodge. Sapphire says, who's at fault here? No one can hit the damn ball, and they weren't even looking like a team that was in spring training. What happened? Did the fight to the East Coast mess them up? The flight, I should say. Jason also says, what do you expect? He's straight out of college, the kid. Saucy just says, fucking disgraceful. We got to go. We got to get to play the worst team and can't win. Sapphire says, I feel like Trout needs to be better leader. He's too damn quiet. We've been saying that for years upon years upon years. Also, Halo Joe checking in with we need a spritz. And you know what? Guess what? It's spritz o'clock.
O'clock, angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
Randy, you are the man for making that shit. It is the great. Fuck Artie Moreno already on game one. Saucy says, who the hell gets dominated by the White Sox? Robert says Johnson was legit. Should have pitched him one inning and then get him the F out of there. I agree. Chubb says squandered 2 opportunities in the first and the 8th. Soler needs to learn situational hitting is. And that poor kid, good inning, then he gets shelled because they hung him out to dry. Also, Grillmaster checks in with, hold on, new brewery, send the address ASAP. I will as soon as we get more messages on that. Also, why no more Noble? Love that place. Trust me, you will like Brewheim much better. Management, the new management after Josh left there at Noble sucks. Also, Jason says, get rid of Gubiak. Let's see, cue the life. That's Life by Frank Sinatra, James Cano says. Rye Guy says, here we go again, boys. I think he's referring to, if I can get to the right thing right here, because it's been a while since I did this, so I got to get back into...
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
And did you like the... Yeah, we had a lot of that. And again, for Ohapi, let's see, did I take that video out? Oh, no, I didn't. This is the Ohapi home run in the 8th inning. The Honks were busy at this. Dynaco Dad checks in with, bro, we waited all winter long to see this trash today. Awful. Our offense is Burke. Okay. Also, Jim says Joe Adele in the top of the 8th watches 2 pitches for balls, then swings at a 3rd ball, only to roll it over to shortstop. Yep. And on X, Ulysses says, yeah, because the Angels management is trash. At Halos are trash. Saucy says, no more Saturday 5th at Nobles. No, that has been canceled, Saucy. I'm sorry. It is going to be April 19th. We're going to kick it off with a nice tailgate over there at Brewheim. Trust me, Brewheim is better. You are going to like it if you have not been there yet. Rye Guy says, wash through Johnson under the bus. He sure did, and then backed it up. Wilbur says, oh no, we suck again, which again, I need to get over to those it's a little hard on StreamYard when you have to, press several buttons to get to things. They should have the soundtrack separate from the other stuff.
Oh no, we suck again.
Exactly. Your handyman says Washington is to blame. Bad decision-making, wrong players in the lineup. I agree. Rally Chris checks in, says, hey, Farkas, where are you at? You told me you lost your V card. DeMarsha. Rye Guy says, you lose. You get nothing. Good day, sir. JM says the real test will be when Kikuchi isn't on the bump. That is true. Also, oh no, we suck again. We played that one saucy. And James Cano also says, can we get a closed door meeting? It might be a little early for that. Free parking at the new tailgate spot? Yes, indeed. Infinite One, how are you doing? Haven't heard from you in a while. He says, this is why I'm a huge advocate of winning early. This whole it's still early in the season is BS because our Angels are losing, or losing is contagious. And by the way, when you bring that up, Infinite 91, it is seriously true, because if you look at the schedule and how the schedule came out. Yes, 15 of the first 18 games the Angels play are on the road, but it's who they're playing. So if you look at it, they're playing a team with 121 losses to start the season, a St. Louis team that I think finished third or fourth in a really bad Central in the National League. Then you come home against the shit fucks of Ohio, and they're not that great. They're good, but they're not great. You might be able to steal one or two. And then you got Tampa, who's in all kinds of disarray in Tampa in a minor league stadium. So you have a good opportunity right off the bat in the first 12 games to maybe rip off about 7 or 8 wins. But no, you lose the first game right off the bat. Big 20, what the F? Also, Rally Chris is on the bright side. We won't lose tomorrow. That is true. We have a stupid day off. 122 loss season. Here we come. Rye Guy's very optimistic. David says Hideki Matsui would and should have been the original OG Shohei Ohtani with the Angels in 2003, the defending World Series champions. Sarah checks in with, this is the worst opening game ever. Just couldn't watch past the middle of the game. I was just focused on other stuff in the background and literally the opening. Also, there was a lot of fans that left early at the watch party. Notice that. Dan Rio says, glad I stayed the extra hours in classes today. Seems like I didn't miss much. At least it's game 1. I took a day off work, so feel bad for me, please. Oh, look, who's here? Farkas has got my popcorn ready for the announcement. Robert says, Todd got Rogers marbles in his mouth. I sure do. You're balls, and John Stamos, right? Because don't worry about.
For you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
And don't worry, fans. We have a lot of baseball left to be played.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Actually, it starts Saturday. Your handyman says, so what's your solution? How do the Angels fix this? By far, with a mediocre pitching that we have that usually pitches over their head, your handyman, just be patient at the plate. Just be patient at the plate. Work walks. Take the extra base on singles, freaking steal bases. Do contact hitting. Stop uppercut. Stop saying launch angle. But again, if you listen to Wayne Randazzo through the first 4 innings, it's, hey, this guy has been in the league this many years, but he has this many home runs. And he's this many home runs from this milestone. And he's this many home runs from this. And he's this many home runs from that. Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing about home runs. It is not all about home runs. Let's get back to small ball. Let's do small ball. That, for bad baseball teams, helps them get to the next level. You can't just go out there hitting home runs and expect to win. It just does not work for teams, let alone bad teams that are struggling at the plate, who you have a lot of guys who are contact guys who you are not utilizing. Let's see. Let's go back to love how we waited 6 months for this. Preach. Rise Guy says we lost to a team that DFA'd Brandon Jury, for fuck's sakes. Grillmaster says 0-162. Saucy says it's a continuation from September. Sapphire also says, so are we winning games? I feel like we look away and the Angels are doing are done batting, laugh my ass off an hour for the other team. And it's true. It is true. Demetrio checks in. My boy from up north says we will only be anything ever when Farturo sells, period. Infinite 91 says Trent, I'm a dumbass rush. Should be his new nickname. And it is. Boy, by the way, I walked by him the other day, or not the other day, but today. And he gave me the dirtiest look because I was yelling at Roger about his toupee. He saw, and by the way, this is not a toupee. And I'm like, toupee! And I'm like, blind date. And I was yelling that kind of stuff. And there's not too many people there. There was maybe 2,000 fans there at best. And we were all crammed into the Diamond Club area. And boy, I walked by him because he was standing behind us, so he was hearing me shout out Roger, and I walked up to go get myself a drink, and he was probably like thinking, that guy's just totally not a fanboy at all. He's not one of these propaganda guys. That's one of those heady guys. Nah says Q FanDuel. Grillmaster says, oh, Hoppy, Q the FanDuel. Yeah, I mean, look, home run is one thing, but when you're down 8-1 and you still get a and by the way, I was waiting for a there was no Deo today. No Deo. So I was very, very upset. Angel's grandma says, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. And if you piss off Angel's grandma in game 1, you got a problem, and then we have a problem. James Gonzalez, the chair. Check him out on his page. Check him out on his Around the League show, which will premiere tonight at 6 p.m. on the YouTube channel. If you're interested in some baseball from around the league, he was previewing all the games that took place, and you'll get his unbiased on the Angels. Believe me. It's only one game, but I want off this ride already. James is like, please. And eject button. Savage Garden time right there. The season starts tonight, by the way. If Acers, Rye Guy says all the former Angel coaches knew how to attack our team. That's right. They have all our guys over there. Jim, who I sat next to today, said, but not to worry. The season starts Saturday. Keep the positivity. The purple stingray is ready to ride. Nate Hustles checks in with, nah, fuck that. I'm on full rage mode. Ron Washington is just the guy, man. During ST seen it. Also, Eric Ward says, if Anderson is going to be useless like he was today at the plate, might as well bring up more. And that might happen sooner than later. Also, Jason Hess says, Solar Air swinging above his head with the bases loaded. Laugh out loud. Angels need to find the strike zone, and they're lost in Chicago right now. Eric Ward says, hey, Todd, maybe Perry will add Squid to the roster to add some juice. You know what? At this point, he could at least show them how to go 1 for 28. And I think that would be an improvement at this point. Did you get my DM about the new sounds I wanted you to add? No, I did not, Grill Master. I'll take a look at that later. Andrew Johnson says, new year, same old tragic year. Or same old tragic team, he says. Also, I don't think Casey Stengel, I could turn this team around. That what a mess of an organization, David says. Also, Sapphire says, I literally want to cry, but because how do we lose to these bums that haven't even done anything in the offseason but trade off their players and got worse, yet they win. Jason Hess says, God, Moreno has such a punchable face. Halo Joe loves it. Welcome back, Mighty Nachos. New Year's, same thing. Rye Guy says this season is really going to be hard to watch. You can't take that to the bank, or you can take that to the bank. I think so. Steven says Angels are back, baby. Back outside behind the dumpster. Hey, we're so back. Also, David Rosca says Miguel Cabrera had Hideki Matsui, a dynamic duel in 2003. Would have been the champs. Jim Hoyt says nacho chips will still taste like sawdust at the stadium. They were pretty bad. Anderson is trash, Jason Hess says. More will be up in mid-April. Dan says, curious George joined the team, huh? Where's the man in the yellow hat or the big yellow hat? Joseph says, Anaheim 2 out. Angels, same shit, different year. If they had to pick on prize picks, I would be a rich man. Also, Halo Rail fan says, position player pitching in March. That's probably the earliest, Halo Rail fan. I have never seen one pitch in April. That was goddamn embarrassing. And by the way, real quick, I got a quick commercial I got to play real quick, and this is for our new sponsor. It's only 39 seconds, so bear with it, and like it and subscribe if anything.
Hey, Todd, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at the Underdog app sponsored by Halos in the Infield. Actually, you can punch in HITI and get the promo code 20% earnings on your first bet via Underdog, the app. And also, they match 50% up to $1,000 winnings if you place bets. You could put them on players. You could put it on teams. It's a nightly thing. It's so easy to play, but also gamble responsibly. All because of Halos in the Infield and Underdog, the app.
Well, there you go. So that's a quick one right there. So hopefully you guys like that. And then, again, it's pretty cool little app there. Check it out and bet against the Angels and you'll probably win. Another opening day loss. That is 10 out of 11, Squirrely Dad. That is pathetic. You could have took that one to the bank. A new losing video is too positive. It sure is. The AI is scary. AI is the devil right there. So you guys kind of like the video right there. You're kind of vibing with it. Chris says the Angels are still in spring training. Rye Guy says Kevin Pillar had 2 hits and an RBI for the Rangers. Man, I miss him. You'll see a lot of former Angels doing better things. It's a new season, so it means fuck this team. Get already out of here, Rally Chris says. James Gonzalez says Tim Anderson has been a prick forever. Jesus says, hey, at least we didn't get shut out. Tyler says, yo, we're so back. We sure are. Let's see. Weaver says, I'm sorry to have to go through this as an Angels fan, but hopefully already sells in the offseason. I hope so too. Mudwater says, Angels going for that number 1 draft pick in 26. By the way, since the Angels got a top 3 or top 5 draft pick, the new rules are even if you tank, you are not going to get a draft pick under 10, I believe. So, yeah, losing 100 games is not exactly going to help the Angels this year. Tyler says, I'm ready to vibe with you again on another season. Me too, my man. Jim says, this just in. Roger admits publicly this is not a toupee. Oh, God. Grillmaster says, is parking free at the new location? Yes, it is. Different years, same old shit, Yvette says. Dan Rio says, how is the walk from the new brewery? It's actually on the State College side, so it's a little bit further. So if you want to park and walk, you can leave a little bit earlier. But I will tell you this right away. Bruheim, as far as a bar and a hangout spot, it's got a lounge side. It's got a patio that's covered that also has those long tables with the rocks down the middle and the propane tank to have the flames right there to kick it there. They got card games. They got board games. They got tic-tac-toe. They've got Jenga. And then we also have our own when we're there. I made up some, with our logos, cornhole games, custom cornhole games. So we're going to have something for everybody. The drink specials will be there. And this place is actually getting their own kitchen installed here pretty soon because they've been doing the whole taco trucks and the vendors. But now they're going to have their own food there. So they're going to have also food and drink. So it's going to be really kicking. This is a better deal for us. It's a better deal for you. It's a much better area to vibe with one another. Tyler just doesn't need to vibe with me. We could vibe with everybody there. It's a nice spot. I implore you guys to go down there and mention HITI and get yourself 10% off of drinks. They're already at good prices. And unlike Noble, who never had drinks for your kids when you brought them, this is a kid-friendly place. They have soda on tap, and they also have cans and other stuff like that. They have non-alcoholic drinks and seltzers. So I would give it a go. Give it a try. Just come down. Even if you can't make it for our things, mention us. It helps us out. And again, if you come to our events, they're going to be really happening. We're going to have watch parties there. So keep in contact with us. Check out our social medias. You'll see when we're going to be there. But I can tell you straight up, April 9th will be there, or 19th will be there for sure. We will also be there 2 times for a watch party in May and also another tailgate in May. So we have 3 events already scheduled, and we're looking to be scheduled throughout the season. So win or lose or tie, shit game or great game, we are there to commiserate or to be happy together. And if you had to bet on underdog.com, you would say commiserate together. Tyler says the boys are still tired from that travel day Sunday last year. Boy, those guys had a long flight. Yvette says, but they always seem to lose to an Ohio team, so don't have hope. I don't. We're probably going to lose for sure that Friday. Do the red carpet thing, be out in that hot sun or the rain, whatever the weather is going to be that day, and then we're all going to suffer in the game. Steven says, guys, new policy, effective immediately. Leave your cell phones in the hotel rooms now. Ron Washington. Boy, that really paid off, didn't it? John Stamos choked on me, Grillmaster says, so he's getting back to this whole thing.
John Stamos choked on me.
You sure did. Dan says, also still have Roger, me, and you love you long time. I sure do. Let's see. Where is that? We had that here queued up. We have this one.
There's a lot of baseball left to be played. And the season starts tonight, which makes me so horny. And me love you long time.
That's always a banger right there. Andrew also says, Artie Moreno is probably looking into the Chicago Bean at himself, saying, I'm him. Also, Grillmaster, one more loss that could have been a win. Robert says, who's going to spring training next year? Damn. Also, wasted opportunities for a manager who talks about small ball is non-existent with runners on base. Exactly. Preach, Yvette. You gotta have some sort of freaking some sort of small ball in your repertoire, and the Angels just refuse to use it, which is so goddamn stupid when you have speed. Dan said, heard Deo's in spring training at least. None today, though. Leaf says, consider the Halos get swept by last year's Sox in late September when Chicago was sitting on 120 losses, and somehow I'm not even surprised about this. And I'm not either, because, again, when we talked about on our last podcast with the Chicago broadcaster, Greg Moraz, we said basically last year the Angels let down 2 fan bases. They let down ours and they let down the White Sox because the White Sox fans wanted to be in attendance last year. It was some of their highest attendance when they played the Angels, not because Mike Trout was there, because God knows he can't play in August and September, But the fact that the Sox were going to set the record and set it at home, and the Angels disappointed them, and the Sox had to go and set the record in Oakland. Steven says the season starts in 2026. Botched investigation says thought Trout was going to be out 3 months after being hit by the pitch. Artie Moreno checks in, says, hey, everybody, how about these Angels? Midapi says, I got to be one of the most delusional Halo honks. Goddamn, dude. Jason says Stassy's sitting in the Sox dugout like, thank God I was traded. It's funny. He's over there with Theis and Cuero and a bunch of other former Angels. What does Leprechaun order for coffee shop? Green tea. I rather have Mickey than Adele. Well, Mickey's so gone right now. Botched investigation says Angels leaving a small village on bases again. Oh, shoot. Here we go again. Cue the sound bite. Exactly. It's always.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Exactly. Midapi also says, I guess Soler and Anderson are going to be the new Sano and Hicks. Demetrios, I forgot about those guys. Demetrios says, what's the name of the Orange County kid that we always make fun of? Oh, that's Big 20. Also, Artie Moreno says, moist. Also checking in, Angels took on half of the White Sox infielder players. Nachos taste like Todd's feet. That's disgusting. What would you know about that? Wow, what a team we got, huh? And fisting the North Star. That's a great name right there. Guessing Noble has become a Dodgers bar. Bandwagoners. Not really. They just got new management and they suck. Halos Forever says Ryan Johnson needs to pitch more in the minors. A few more starts in the minors. Oh, wait. He struck out Shohei. Botch says Angels pushing prospects and minor leaguers to the majors out of necessity. Todd looking good on that commercial, much better than Farkas. Also gambling, huh? Yvette says there are the boys of the summer, and that's a bummer because they can win, or they can't win, but why? Because that would be a sin. They even lose games before they even begin. 11 out of 12. Doe, there you go right there. James Cano says another loss that could have been a win. And that's true because, again, it is another freaking loss.
How dare you?
And we're not going to get to a winning streak. I'm serious.
Right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game yesterday.
We did.
We win one today. That's two in a row. We win one tomorrow.
Saturday.
That's called a winning streak.
No, I'd be number one.
One more loss, which could have been a win. You call yourselves professionals. I have never, ever seen a worse group of 25 players.
26, actually. 26. Also, Grimmaster says, spell the name of the new place out, please. Also, does it also serve food? I already talked about that. What's up, Todd? Angels are still ass. What's up, Alex? How you doing? By the way, Alex says, I'll see you next Saturday. We will be there. We will actually, I think what I'm going to do, because we had to cancel the April 5th tailgate at Noble, and we're moving it to the 19th to Brewheim. It's basically Brewhim. But what we're gonna do is probably just have our own little family one under the A or around the A. So look for one of our flags. We should have one of our flags up out there. Let's see. Jack Lee says, New Year, same experience. Rally Chris says, thanks a lot to the Angels. Now I have to hear my Astros coworker tomorrow since they won today on opening day. They're 1-0. We're 0-1. Also, Grimmaster says, I just cut a fart. Oh, geez, here we go. Rally Chris, I got Sapphire dressed up in a monkey suit right there. Courtney says, we are in mid-season form. We are so back, baby. Yeah, you know what, Courtney? You are absolutely right. Artie's got to sell this team. Worst ever. You suck ass. Botch says, this season doesn't start today. It starts tomorrow, but we still won't win because we don't play. We don't play any kind of cohesive baseball. We just don't. James says, Ron didn't say we're taking the West. He said we're tanking the West. And that's interesting because, again, there was no like really good big talk this year. Ron didn't get into his normal spiel, which he got into last year, and was talking like this team is going to win. And this is the problem I have with this team so far this season, because if you look at what the Angels have set out on the field and you look at the division, and we kind of broke it down the other day, we were talking about it on our show, and we were like, you know what? I wonder what the Angels would look like, or if they can win in this division, if they can show that they can win. And the division is really weak. the AL West is really weak. If you think about it, Seattle didn't do anything offensively. They've got some of the best pitching bullpen, best starting pitching, but some of the worst hitting. Texas is very much floundering. They've got fragile guys out there that could get hurt at any time and they could tank. They don't have the strongest starting pitching. Houston doesn't have the strongest starting pitching. Their lineup is kind of weak. They've lost a lot of hitting. They don't have Kyle Tucker. They don't have Bregman. Altuve sucks. He's he's in left field now. Dubon is not hitting like he should. So they're catchable. And then Oakland is ass. So it is very much a division where if the Angels were to play competent baseball, and I'm not saying they're going to win the division, but I would challenge and I would have to be, if I'm going to underdog bet, I'm going to say that there's not going to be one team in the West that's going to win 90 games. Last year's team that won the West won 89 games, and that was Houston. So I can easily see that happen again to where Houston wins maybe 87, 88 games. You have either Texas or Seattle come in at about 84 to 85, and then you see them like within a game of each other, and then the Angels come in fourth place or third place at 81 wins. Now, again, I'm shooting for the moon, because that would be a tremendous 18-game improvement. But you would think that this team with other guys coming back for the bullpen would pitch better. But then I always forget, we got a hit. And that's where the problem is. If this team were to be mediocre at best or above mediocre hitting-wise, they would have a chance to win a lot of these games that you would lose 4-2, or you would lose 4-1, or you would lose 3-0. Those are the games you got to get. Games like this that got away, fine. You had your opportunities early. It got away. Move on. It just sucks because it's who it's against and what day of the year it is. Because, again, like Gooby came out there and he's like, hey, this is my favorite time of year. This is like a holiday for me. I look forward to this day. I want the Angels to win, and this is something, it's like a Christmas to me. Okay. Then play like it's Christmas. Play like it means something. Play like your life depends on it. I know it's stupid to say, but I can put that out there because these assholes make millions. They should be better than this, from the coaching all the way down. Yeah, I blame Big 20. Also, Big 20 right there. You mean your choir boy? Rye Guy says, I thought Perry got rid of a lot of the dead weight players from this team. He's still got a lot more to get rid of. Yes, I agree. Also, Sapphire says, I have Artie Moreno dressed drinking spritz and chugged a bottle of Scotch whiskey. He's a little cocky right now. Want to see? No, I don't want to see. Squirrely says, Dad says, don't forget, Todd, that what we want in 2025, sell the damn team t-shirt edition. Yeah, we got to get on that as well. We got some new shirts coming out. We still got them on the YouTube, the old ones, but we're going to have a new line of shirts coming out. So I really appreciate you giving us a shout out for that. Andrew says the new development or area building at Tempe Diablo really paid off. Yeah, David says, Todd, if the Angels are 10 games behind at the end of May, should they give Washington the pink slip? I will have to say this. If you are at that many games back, you don't have any other choice. Like, literally, if you don't have a plan B, the plan B is still firing Ron Washington after plan A is firing Ron Washington. You can't sit there and allow it to, because obviously it would be at that point a culture problem, a clubhouse problem, a teaching problem. I got to see more baseball, and they can't be 10 games out. I don't think they will be, because this division sucks. This is not your typical AL West, which makes things more frustrating, because had the Angels prepared for this years ago, it'd be a whole different story. Can I win a new Angels t-shirt this year? City Connect, perhaps. I might have some shirts. I'm working with someone else this year, and also with our people here, to have some shirts. And by the way, check out my background. Doesn't that look terrible? I literally, the table that I'm on right now is a mess. You can't see it because the camera's shooting over it. I got like so many like banners and things and headphones and cameras all over this spot. And I'm going to be taking apart this table tomorrow or tonight. I've got a brand new table with LEDs I'm putting in. There's a camera post. The background's going to be completely different when you see it on Saturday for the post game. I just couldn't finish it in time because obviously I got invited to this thing last minute, I was going to stay at home and barbecue at home, which I wish I did now at this point. Even though the experience was fun, the game was not fun. So I would have been at home and enjoying everybody here at the house. But me and my girl went down there, and I went with Jim to hang out and do the whole thing at the ballpark. Food wasn't bad, actually, except the Hoffy hot dogs. Hoffy hot dogs were Hoffy hot dogs. Let's see. Sapphire jumped in right here. And by the way, if you guys like to read, we have, if you guys and gals like to read Substack, we have daily articles, and Silent E is one of our writers on there. And I really appreciate what he did, writing a really good article for expectations for the season. And we'll have that out there once or twice during the week. So if you go to Substack and go to Halos in the Infield, we just started the goddamn thing. Grillmaster says, this just in, Grill still single. Wow. Okay. Whose fault is it here? Is it Washington, or is it Artie, or is it Perry, or all three? It's a combination. Organization all the way down. Roger Lodge loves Robbie from Long Beach. More Angels baseball. Yeah. Oh my gosh. By the way, if you guys and gals want to call in and talk to moi, now is the time to do it. The phone number I will put up there in a second. Give me a second, because it's been a while. We've done so many things on this network to change up things. So there's the number right there. And that's wrong. It has the Christmas stuff. See, I got to get rid of that. That's how long it has been since I flashed that on there. We were doing the Christmas takes with Santa Artie. But the number to call into the show is now this one, which I will scroll on the bottom of the screen so you can see it right there. It's 714-598-3221. You can call in the show and get your voice and your opinion out there for everyone to hear about how.
Oh no, we suck again.
Yep, and even Lombardi wants to know.
What the hell's going on out here?
I have no idea. Louis 714 says nothing has changed. Shake my head. Also, Andrew says Sam Blum should do the color for FanDuel Sports Network. I'm really sick of Randazzo. I know we had him on here. I know we interviewed him, and he seemed like a good guy, but I am sick of his rhetoric about home runs every 5 seconds. It's just annoying. We'll wait on the phone calls if we get any. I don't know if you guys are getting through or not. If you're not, put it in the comments. It should be working. I'll test it right now just to make sure, to see if possibly there's an error on that side. Because if usually something goes wrong, it is usually on my end. I always have that issue, especially when I'm starting the season, when I should have checked it. So let's see if I get any kind of call here. Nope, it crapped out right there. So what I probably have to do, shut up right there, is kick out of this and then go sign back out and sign in. Let's see. Hold on a second. Give me a second while I do this, because, again, not prepared, apparently. I'll sign in. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and then we won't have phone calls. But I was hoping to have phone calls. If not, I'll just invite some people on if you want to get in and commiserate, because I felt like we could do this for the opening game and then be okay with it. But let's see as it loads up right now. Let's see if we have everything set up here to take phone calls. We should have it. So we'll try it again here. Let me just make sure we have all the stats up in. Let's see if it'll work this time. If it does, then we'll be good to go, and then I could give you guys the green light, because it didn't dial in last time. Nope, it's not dialing in. Perfect. Awesome. Not working. So the phones are out right there. So there you go. Is Gooby the Curse Halo fan says, Gooby doesn't help things out. That's for damn sure. I don't know why, but it is what it is when it comes to that. There is no reason for the Angels to be losing like this, especially to the goddamn White Sox. Let me just check one more thing. I was trying to get this up and running. Skype number. It should be working here, but no, it's not working. I'll have to check this, because there's no reason for this thing not to be firing up right now. So what I'll do, in case you want to jump on, just do this. I'll put this in the comment. If you want to get on, you could just follow that link, copy and paste right there, and then jump in right there, and I'll just add you in on the screen because I'm gonna have to test. I'm gonna have to find out why the number isn't working because there's no reason why it shouldn't be working. But I didn't test it out because I was at the stadium. So sorry. I appreciate the need to call in, but just not working right there. David says, don't you think that it's not just the losses that we continue to get, but the losing mentality throughout the organization? It is, because even if you talk to fans are always on the mindset of what can go wrong next. Why is this player going to suck? We're not going to be that good. Whenever we get any kind of players, it just doesn't work out. There's always someone saying they suck, someone saying that they're not going to be good. And until proven otherwise, we're going to keep saying that. We're going to keep being down. We're going to keep being upset with the roster moves because obviously Kikuchi's a nice pitcher, but if he's a number 3, we're a much happier franchise. We never got a John Flaherty. We never got these other pitchers that came on the cheap, even cheaper than freaking Kikuchi. Kikuchi still got almost $20 million per year. Grillmaster says balls. The phone doesn't work right now. And he ain't lying with that, dude. Yeah, I got to check out what's going on with the phone.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
There you go. Depressed Angels fan as I move in here right now. Let's see if you're on the line. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up, Todd Fox?
What is going on, my friend?
I'm sad. I don't care what you say. I am sad.
Yes.
I don't. Go
Did
ahead.
you watch the game from the house or what?
I watched this damn game from my house, and like I'm sick right now currently, and watching this shit is gonna put me in the ER tonight. That's all I gotta say. I already know. I hate this. That's all I gotta say.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's so many variables to go around. I mean, that you could look at this team and look at the game and say, okay, they didn't have the most magnificent spring training. They suffered more losses than wins, but who cares about that? We all just want to see players progress in spring. We all want to just see things, get to somewhat semblance of a team come regular season. You want to see them fight. You want to see them play, and you want to see some camaraderie, and you want to see that killer instinct in them, right? And when the season started and we were playing the White Sox, it feels like we as fans, at least I did, bro, felt that, okay, we're not a superior team to the White Sox, but we're definitely better, right? And you go out there and you lose by 7 on opening day. You hit a home run with like your last at bat. Like they were literally down to their last strike and they hit a home run. It's like, I don't know what to think, bro. I mean, this is a tough opening day.
At this point right now, I quit. That's all I gotta say. I quit.
Oh man. Chuck Finley was there and he told a story when he started a game against the Brewers on opening night at Angel Stadium. And he got shelled in the first 2 innings and they were down like 9-1. And I remember watching that.
God damn.
Yeah, but the difference was, bro, they wound up losing that game like 13-8. Like at least they made it a game. You know what I mean?
They made at least try to make a comeback.
Yeah, they made it a game. They made it kind of exciting, and tough loss, tough way to start the season, but they made it a game. I mean, at no point, between the after the second inning to the 8th inning, did you feel like the Angels were going to make a comeback? They just looked like shit for 5 innings.
And let's just say I read a comment online. It still applies to me. Suicide watch on day 1 is actually insanity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are just unreal, and I'm actually kind of scared to go to next Friday's game.
Oh, so are you going to be at the red carpet? Are you going to?
I'm not so sure yet. I really have to get over this cold because my asthma has really been taking a toll on me.
Mm-hmm.
I almost ended up at the ER last night. I got to know where I am at least by Monday, and I'll be able to get my tickets. But by now, what I gotta say, probably not. I might have to go I might be there at least by like 4:30, so I can secure my tickets and what's called at least get on the train that'll get me there.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to be there at the red carpet interviewing people, and then I'll be there. Like I got my own Halos in the Infield microphone right here. So I'm going to be doing the whole press thing. and then I'll be at the game. I'll be there Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday not so much. I got something going on, but I'll be here for the post game.
I'll probably be there on Friday, and I gotta coordinate some stuff with my mom because I know if she comes with me on the show, she's gonna make me late. I just need to tag along with somebody. I'm just gonna get picked up after the game, so I just gotta coordinate some shit, and I'll let you know. But
Okay,
damn,
yeah.
but damn, bro, you just been leaving me undelivered. Leaving me undelivered, man. You don't even know. I try to tell you what's going on here. I joke around. Damn, you leaving me, bro.
Yeah, my bad, dude. It's been a crazy couple months, man, getting shit together. So,
I mean, don't worry, you good.
all right. Well, it's good to hear from you, man, and I'm hoping you feel better soon, brother.
Thanks, man. And I hope in the God that Erica Weston's eye joins. 'Cause I need a laugh tonight.
Yeah, we do need some Artie or some Erica Weston at some point here, right?
Yeah, definitely. Also, that joke still applies. I still like Erica Weston while I'm a depressed Angels fan. I don't care what anybody says. She is hot. She is hot.
Okay, we got you.
And I gotta do a ton of shit to get into the stack. So I gotta say, I still got that screen recorded too.
Oh, I bet, dude. I bet you got that blown up into a big picture above your bed, right?
Oh, maybe.
There you go, my man. All right, brother. You have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too, Todd. Peace out.
All right, see ya. That's our depressed Angels fan right there checking in. You too can check in if you just hit that little link right there for right now. The number isn't exactly working, so if you just hit that up. Also, Andrew Freak says, Ferk says Alex Curry on Bartolo Colon diet. She is, dude. That's a big girl right there. I am not a fan. She does have some, shapely. I mean, she went from shapely to one shape. Because shapely is like multiple shapes. You're able to, like kind of curvy, right? And then that's the word for it, curvy. And she's just one shape right now. Her and Verlander, what's his name? I can't stand that dude, but yeah, he's definitely in control of that right there. Let's see. I'm still trying to see why the number's not working. I wish I had an answer for you on that one, but again, you guys could jump in. EQ is here, my man. How you doing?
Yo, I think I might be the hype man out there, man. We need someone in the locker room telling these guys in there, wake the fuck up, dude. Fucking look at the ball. Stop looking. That's not in the strike zone. They're looking at balls that are not even in the strike zone. They're swinging above their fucking heads. I thought these guys are professionals, like in the movie Halos in the Infield. Like, bro, come on, man. How do you get struck out by a guy? I guess he could be him. You never know, right? That dude Burke. But how do you get shooken out? You're an MVP. You're a top. You're the hottest batter in 2021, and all these other guys that we have in our team are hot batters, man. But for some reason, maybe the flight, maybe something. I don't even fucking know. Maybe they ate some fucking Philly cheesesteak or Chicago pizza that was wrong or something, dude. But I don't know what it is. But I think it's something mentally and also coaching. Like the coaching needs to be like on point. Like if you see something, you see a mistake, fix it. Don't carry it on and then keep on with the mistake. And I feel like they're not doing that, and they're not upkeeping. They're not like uplifting. It's just fucking depressing. Like you see these guys in the dugout, they're just like sad. No one's talking to each other. No one's fucking. You know what I mean? These dugouts, it's different.
Yeah. There is no camaraderie in this team. There's nobody like I don't even know if they have a home because I was listening to on the radio, so I don't know if they had a halo or they gave something to Ohapi. So you'd have to fill me in on that. But I'll just say this: that there is literally not only is there not camaraderie on this team, there's way too much analytics, and they are swinging at everything. You can tell they have a specific approach, and you've got to change it up, man. And they're falling for that slider. They're getting fooled on the fastball. It's like they don't know what's coming. I believe that there is not enough film room study. I really think so.
Hey, Sparky.
Uh-oh, there's Terry Smith.
Let's go.
Hey, Sparky, how you doing?
It's Todd Fox, by the way.
Oh, hey. I think I have the wrong number here.
No, you got the right number. I was just talking with EQ about the game today. You were obviously televising the game, or not televising, but commentating on the game from the van. How is that van? I didn't
Yeah.
see any insulation in it the other day.
It gets a little cold in there, during the late night hours. Sometimes I have to really curl myself into the fetal position just to get some body warmth going.
Oh wow! By the way,
Yeah,
Mike Trout came on and he says, "Trade me to the Phillies." Is that viable?
Yeah, I think it is. I think he did say that. I don't have any proof, but I did hear that. My good buddy Trent Rush. You know Trent Rush, Todd?
Yeah, he walked by me. He was pretty pissed off to see me today.
He's a great guy, and hopefully when I retire, he could take over my job and announce the Halos to you over the radio airwaves. That would be great.
You know what would be great? I think EQ thinks the same thing. Do you have any jokes ready for us? Are you ready to do any kind of stand-up?
Oh, I see. You're not looking for my baseball expertise, but for my comedy, I see.
Yeah, because I mean, when you lose 8-1, there's really not much to talk about.
I have a guy named Roger Lodge who begs to differ.
Well, if you guys are ready, I do have a few I wrote down. Want to have a show coming up actually in the next month or so at the Laugh Factory in Covina, California. If you're interested.
Yeah. EQ, are you ready for some jokes?
Oh, I'm definitely ready.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's see if I can find my stuff here. Okay, hey, how's everybody doing out there?
Not too good.
Are you sure it's not Artie Moreno? He's forgetting a lot of stuff, man. He's forgetting a team out there too.
Terry, are you still there? Did we lose Terry? Did he mute himself? I mean,
I think he muted himself.
Terry. Andrew says he needs a dentist. He sure does, dude. Those are some shark teeth, man. I swear to God. He could gnaw through a small ship. Terry?
Oh, man. He lost his pen and pencil, man.
I think he lost reception in the van. He was just about ready to go into his first set.
Yeah. Oh, I think I hear him.
Terry? Oh, Mike Trout is still messaging. He says, I'm done with this team. Artie doesn't care. I wasted my career. We got Mike Trout in the freaking chat right now.
Hey, man, he's speaking the truth, man.
Dude, okay, that last at bat that Trout had, what were you thinking, man? I mean, he missed a curveball down and in, which is usually his sweet spot. And then once again, he was late on a fastball. That was depressing, wasn't that?
It's just so depressing how right after that, Soler just fucking swings over his fucking head. Like Trout, yeah, I know that's his spot, dude. And he's not pulling the trigger. He's not pulling the trigger where he needs. I feel like he needs more at bats to see where he was at again, because he's only done so few, you know.
Yeah, he's missed so many games.
Like, remember that one game against the Dodgers, last game of the series? He had the chance to pull the trigger against Dustin May again, like twice, but he didn't. You know, and most of these players are doing that too. Like Tim Anderson, what the fuck are you doing, bro? At your home stadium, the White Sox. This is where you're good.
Yeah, I mean it's terrible, man. I mean, there goes Terry. He lost signal.
Maybe he'll come back in.
Yeah, hopefully, man. We were ready for a stand-up. Even Albert Pujols checked in while you were talking. He says, you need me back. Or as he sounds, you need me back.
To coach. I need you back to coach.
There you go. Boo Boo Bear's mommy checks in. She says, at least we have you, Todd. Glad to be back. Thank you so much. Because one thing, EQ, we've talked about the last few years as a fan base of this team and as Halos in the infield people here, dude, we like to commiserate on a show like this. When we shouldn't have to, we do, because it's like, damn, you know, like it sucks to be a fan of a team that should be so much better and they just aren't.
Yeah, I mean, you could be a 49ers fan, a Rams fan, but you're a Seahawks fan, and you're an Angels fan, dude. How is that? I would just want to know. But
The best of both worlds.
I know, right? But the thing is, though, honestly, I found you when you were like 10 followers, dude. It was crazy. And ever since then, like Shohei Ohtani was on that team at the time, and we've been losing. And I'm still here, man. I'm still here supporting you. I'm here watching the games, supporting the community. I would never be a Dodger fan, even though I have a lot of family members, this and that. I was born in Anaheim. I was born here. The community. I love the people here. I don't like the fans over there. Obviously, they're like trash. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of trash talks within their own community. They talk within their own community like bad. Like not even Angel like fans do that. Like we try to like, uplift each other. Yeah, we say it's freaking F Artie, but that's probably the most. We don't say, "Oh fuck you," you know.
No, I know, and all we wanted was competitive baseball, and I don't know if we're the freaking jinx, but I would love to be on here talking X's and O's and being happy about like a first and third situation, and someone rips one down the line and 2 runs score, and it was so exciting. The Angels grabbed the lead and they held on. It was a nail biter in the 9th inning, but damn it, we won. And that's the kind of stuff that I'm waiting for to happen. And just the fact that it hasn't happened since we've been on the air, it sucks.
You know how Kobe, remember? You know how Kobe said, "Well, I know you stopped following basketball for a little bit." You know how Kobe was saying that people are going to be playing basketball wrong, and I feel like it's the same thing with baseball. They're all trying to hit home runs and trying to be the show up, trying to be that guy. When we saw the Angels play 2009, 2008, 2002, they were hitting doubles, triples. They're hitting people to get on base. And then what happens when you get on base? You're on scoring position, and you score, right?
Yeah, you're putting pressure on the other team,
and you're putting pressure on that pitcher. That's supposedly good.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we're not doing any of that. We're just like, oh, I hit a home run off of you. I'm a better hitter or a better player. But it's not even that. A better player is you could hit anywhere. You could hit it if it's a slider, curveball, sinker, and you could hit it down the line. Man, that's a player. That's a real player.
And
that's
real quick,
ball, dude.
It is. And let me get into a few commentary while we're waiting. I don't know if Terry's coming back, but Frederick says Mike Trout is being held hostage. Free Mike Trout. Albert Pujols says I will be the new Angels manager by the end of the year.
I wouldn't mind assistant coach.
Rye Guy says Artie is too cheap to fix Terry's teeth. Also, Frederick says, Albert, if you were the guy, you would buy the team. Tyler says, this isn't fair. Savage Garden is in my nightmares all winter, and now I'm going to hear it all season. But before we do, for those who missed it, let's just play the new song that's going to lead us into a lot of evenings and a lot of losses if we keep playing like this. This is a new song that Randy created, and it is a banger. So we needed a little bit of positivity, so we filled in a little positivity there. So there you have it. And by the way, Boo Boo Bear Mama, Boo Boo Bear's mommy, thank you so much for the super sticker as well. She's contributing to the fun this year. So that's going to help out right there. Andrew says Lise Rendon didn't grab a fan by the neck or shirt today, so that's good. Before we do, let's add on some Randy and some Terry Smith.
Oh, let's go, man. What's up, Randy?
Hey, Randy.
Oh,
how you doing?
No. Get me the fuck out of here.
The producer to the Producer
No,
to
man,
the
I wanted to
stars
have-
is what they call him.
I just wanted to ask him about the Red Sox real quick.
See, he made about as an appearance as the Angels offense did. That's how much they showed up today. That's how much Randy showed up. He's up here.
Boy, that was quick. That was
For
pretty
sure.
quick.
That was a 1-8 appearance right there.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's a good one, Todd. I think I'm gonna write that one down there. Hey, sorry about that connection I had. I think something's going on here with the van.
Okay, well, producer to the stars is behind the scenes, so he's helping out right now with Dan Rios. When did Zelensky become the Angels fan? He does like to lose. Makes sense. Terry, take it away. The stage is yours. Me and EQ and the rest of us are just the audience.
Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna start out with what did the one prisoner say to the other prisoner down the hall after he farted?
What?
I'm gonna stab you.
He said, "Sounds just like my size." How do Mexicans cut pizza?
Oh God, Terry, please.
With Little Caesars. I went to the dentist the other day to have a crown put in, and I asked the dentist, "Can you please put a tooth in that matches all my other teeth?" He put one in with 4 cavities. I like my women. I like my women like I like my coffee, picked by migrant workers. I went to the doctor. The doctor said, "You're going to live to be 70." I said, "I am 70." The doctor said, "What did I tell you?" I walked into a restaurant and said, "I'll have the Polish sausage." And the server says, "Ah, you must be Polish." And I said, "Oh, come on, man. If a guy orders French fries, is he French? Or if a guy orders Belgian waffles, I make them Belgian? You're a racist. This is an outrage. Explain yourself." So the waiter said, "Well, first off, you're in a hardware store. I'm about to tell my wife I can't do the dishes anymore because it's now illegal for men to participate in women's sports." When women see me naked, they say I look like a Greek god. Hermaphrodite, I think is the name. I joke, I'm married. She's an amazing wife, giving me 3 amazing blowjobs. Is my wife satisfied with my body? A tiny part of me says yes. Guy goes to the doctor's office. He asks the doctor, "I don't know if my wife has VD or TB." And the doctor says, "Chase her around the bed. If she coughs, bang her." This has been brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be. Family 4-pack.
We're out of tickets, Terry. Maybe we'll
You don't have any available right now, Todd?
You could have came into the ballpark today. We saw your boy Mark Langston there earlier. So.
Oh, how's Marky doing?
He looks good. He looks a lot.
I like to call him Marky Mark and his Funky Bunch. He's got a growing swelling down there. He's had for the last couple of months. I call them his Funky Bunch. He doesn't like it too much, but I do call him that.
Why would you know that or have seen that? I have no idea.
No, we share everything together, Todd. We've known each other for years. He knew about the boil I had late last year, and what a mess that was.
That's too much information. By the way, Ron Washington wants to quit already. No closed door meetings. Have you heard any?
I haven't heard anything at all other than loud music from his office there. I think it's the song White Lines I've been hearing lately. But that's about it. That was another joke I wrote there. Let me write that one. Let me finish that one off. Maybe I'll use that one next month.
Well,
there we go.
I got one quick question, Terry. Since you are a part of the
go ahead.
And
count is on 2, by the way, Todd.
Thank you. Just saying, the fact that you are very good with the organization, the guy that signs your checks.
Yep.
Is there any way you could put in a call to Artie since it's opening day? We kind of want to get his thoughts. He went out all pageantry, paid for Hoffy hot dogs for everybody. He spent the money this year. Can you ask him a few questions or maybe get him on the line?
I could probably give him a call and have him get on with you. I think he has the link here. He always wants to get in touch with you, but he could probably call you back. I could call him on my. Hold on, I have my Nokia right here. 1 second.
Your jitterbug.
Yeah, let me.
I need to speak.
Yeah, it's really
about something important. Actually,
I was playing a mean game of Snake earlier. Really knocking that down. Anyway, I'll go ahead and do that for him, for you, Todd. Buy anything for a pal, Todd. That's who you are.
Oh, I really appreciate that, Terry. And you keep working on those teeth. Someday they'll be straight.
No problem. I'll keep working on it. I'm Terry Smith, and I'm out of here.
Hey, Randy, if you're listening, which you are, can you possibly
not out of here yet?
Oh,
you better get Artie in here, man. I need to speak to him real quick.
I'm trying to get out of here. Can't get out of here.
Chubb says, made that.
Let me try it again. Out of here. It's just not working, Todd. I got to press the screen, I think.
There you go. Press the lead button, bro.
Oh, there goes that dog. Damn it. Get away. Get away from the van.
Is that Shohei's
Get
dog?
away.
Where's
okay, let me try again. Out of here.
That was Shohei's dog in the back, man.
That was Rally Chris.
He's holding him hostage, bro.
By the way, real quick, EQ, did you see the Spritz song, the new one?
Yeah, man, that's amazing. Can't believe Randy and AI,
dude. Randy's making it so good on here. I mean, he's done a hell of a job.
He should be one with the AI, bro. He's so good, and the songs are so good.
Yeah, they're hitting, man. I like him a lot. So he's got a lot of ideas for the season moving forward, and I know he's down on the team, but his work is not down. That's for damn sure.
His work makes a lot of people come and watch this, and that's really impressive. How much viewership you guys are getting now, and how much people are talking about you guys. Like, oh, have you heard about Halos in the Infield? You guys are talking to a lot of people. Like you guys just talked to Kyron Paris the other day,
Yeah.
And before that, you guys talked to all these other players too, and it actually interests a lot of people on here, and including me a lot, because I like seeing stuff like that when you're engaging with players and you're actually getting to know them, and so we can get to know them too,
Yeah, we're going to have some more interviews here coming up soon, especially with the red carpet. We're going to have some players taking some time with us too. We're already securing a few of those too, so we're pretty happy about that. So yeah, we're looking for bigger and better things here in 2025. We just, like we said all last year, we're just wanting a winning team or a team that we can be proud of or be happy about, because there may not be the camaraderie, the leadership yet, but there's a lot of good dudes on this team, from Zach Neto down to Wahapi. You got Christian Moore, who I think is going to be a leader off the bat. You got a lot of, Wahapi, you got some pitchers, Sorianos. There's some really good young talent that can propel this team to the next big thing. And it's just, we haven't seen it come together yet. I think we're all hoping that Ron can steer this ship the right way, but we're just continuing to struggle. And I would love to pull a rally, Chris, and say 2 out of 3 versus the White Sox, but damn, they got to show me something Saturday, man. I mean, they look flatter than a pancake today.
Do you think when you are going to interview the players, would you be able to ask them like specific questions?
No, there's some questions I have to shy away from. And by the way, thank you, Boo Boo Bear's mommy.
Donation.
Yes, big time. Yeah. There's certain things I can't ask, but there's certain things I can. Like, I could skirt around it, talk about how much does analytics play a part in the Angels system from the lower rankings all the way up, how much film room, because to get those kind of questions answered in an honest way, like when I asked Kyron about how he approaches a game, what's been different, he mentioned a few things, and he also said he's a big film guy. Okay, so you're one of them. But do they encourage? And I didn't get to follow up, which I should have, and which I know now to do when the chance is there, to ask them, hey, okay, so you're doing film studies, or are you able to analyze pitchers through the eyes of analytics, or are you analyzing them by what you see? Like if you're trying to pick up on specific traits or things that they do continuously, so you can find a flaw in their pitch. If you can pick up a different pitch as they pitch, like if they make a mistake, if they tip it, those are the things I want to know, because I think under Social, we knew it was more of a gut-based team, and that's why this team ran so much. This is why this team valued walks so much. But this team it seems like they just value the long ball, chicks dig the long ball type mentality.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like this specific, maybe a question I'm like, do you think, the analytics for sure play 100% of the part, because that's obviously what they're going based off of. But I think a question I would ask, like, how do you feel about obviously they'd be like, oh, the management's great, but do you think there could be something different in the management maybe that would change into their play, into everyone's, everyday schedule to get better?
Yeah, you'd have to ask that kind of question. I think judging, like when you interview somebody, you really have to just gauge how they're going to be and how they're talking. If they look like standoffish, if they look like they're just happy to be there or to give you a few minutes, then I don't push. But if it's someone that looks like, hey, they're able to rap with me and say what they want to say, then I'll push. But I kind of gauge it as I go. By the way, we have a special guest, EQ.
Oh my gosh.
It's already known.
No way,
man. How's your whiskey, man? I'm literally gonna buy one.
Oh, hey, God, is that you?
No, you're still alive.
Oh, man, I just got my liver transplant, Todd. Wow, I feel like $1 million.
So you got your liver ready for 2025?
Oh, let the celebrations begin, Todd.
This guy makes me want to drink, man.
Oh, hey, I make me want to drink.
Hey, Artie, were you going to come down to Bruheim on the 19th and celebrate with us and the fans?
Oh, the Los Angeles Angels of Bruheim. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there, Todd. I'm going to be under the table drinking all of you out. Let's see who can match me. Hey,
I think,
Todd.
Yeah.
Todd.
I'm right here.
Todd.
I'm here.
Oh, yeah, I thought I lost you. Oh, I was going to cry, Todd. It's been too long since you and I have chatted together.
Yeah, well, first off, Artie, I need you to see this real quick. We're going to cue the spritz. So,
okay.
For you.
Spritz o'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
Now, Artie, at the end of that video, you look really haggard, and I don't know what the hell you're doing at the end, but explain yourself.
That's just bad gas. That's what that is. Honestly, I don't even remember filming that. When did that happen?
It was your.
I must have been drunk off my keister. I don't remember that at all.
That was on a Wednesday.
I have a
You
question for
didn't
Artie.
know? You didn't know I played saxophone, huh, Todd?
I know you played some sort of pipe, but not that one.
How dare you, Todd? How dare you? You know I'm straight as an arrow. Oh, God.
Oh, almost fell.
I think EQ had a question for you, Artie.
I have a question for you, Artie.
DQ! I love the Dairy Queen. Banana shake ice cream is my favorite.
I love Dairy Queen with my whiskey too, man. But I have a quick question.
Oh, hey, hang out with this guy.
How much have you hung out with Jerry Jones? Because you're so like him. You're just like him.
I'll tell you what.
Better than him.
I'll tell you what. First of all, I don't hang out with fictional characters. I'm not even into archaeology. So, if I was gonna hang out with someone from the movies, it'd be someone like Rocky Balboa or that guy from The Predator.
By the way, Albert Pujols says, I don't know if that's a typo, but it seems legit. Artie, I need to drunk with you.
I'm gonna assume he wants to have a drink. Hey, I open the drinks all the time. Meet me at Brewheim. I'll be there.
Pujols has a question for you.
Yeah, Albert has a question.
Oh, Albert, I'm sorry. Albert, I didn't mean to check out your girl. It was instinct. But she's not bad looking, Albert. It's a compliment to you, pal.
Well, you did pay
him man, I can body slam you. Be careful. That woman could crack walnuts between her thighs.
I thought Pujols was right-hand man.
Oh, that was one night. We were both drunk.
Hey, Artie says, or Dan says, Artie, can you sell the team to Kroenke, the Rams owner?
Oh, come on. Why would I do that when I'm making all this money right now? Why would I do such a thing?
You're technically losing money right now.
I'm actually thinking about becoming some sort of a civil servant for Donald Trump and help him fight against the waste of this country. Even if I lose money, I'll sell the Angels and I'll work alongside Elon. We'll make rockets together. Except I'll make pocket rockets for Sapphire.
Yeah, I hope
I have a rocket in my pocket, and its name is Little Artie.
You know, Artie, you never cease to amaze me. I think the waste in spending is at the stadium.
Oh, come on, Todd. We're heading on Big A's with Millennium Falcons on it on Star Wars night. We're going to have Christmas in June and April. We're going to have all kinds of these. Didn't you have fun at the stadium today, Todd? Come on. Admit it. You were entertained.
No, I really didn't, to be honest with you.
Come on, Todd. Oh, God. I almost fell again. What's going on? Something's wrong with my equilibrium.
Are we
Rally
keeping
Chris, your favorite monkey says, hey, Artie, can you please sell your team? You are the worst team. Even can you sell it to Todd and the Heaty guys? They can do better than you.
Hey, I'm not going to take any lip from a red-ass monkey butt. You want to talk serious to me face to face? Let me wear an animal suit too. What animal would I choose? I don't even know. What animal costume would I look good in, Todd? Come on, be honest. You're my friend. Tell me.
I guess a hippo.
Oh wow, I have put on a few pounds. I didn't expect you to say that though, Todd. Thanks a lot.
Todd, if I were you, I'd slap Artie like how Rendon slapped that one A's guy fan.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I'd
slap the hell out of Artie Moreno.
Resorting to violence. That's there you go. Why can't we talk about this like men?
Producer to the Stars says we should play the Rally Chris song on the Jumbotron probably, or on here if they win.
Do it! Do it! There's a whole lot of monkey business going on with Rally Chris. My good buddy, Rally Chris. Hey, Chris! Meet me at Brewheim. We'll get tore up together, pal.
Is Rally Chris old enough to drink?
I don't even know who Rally Chris is.
Hey, Artie, can you sell the team to Donald Trump because he likes to win, please?
Oh,
And that's your
maybe
buddy, man.
to my friend Fred Trump. He might buy him.
Oh God, man!
But
you guys-
not Donald. He's too busy right now. Oh God. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
hold it. Hold it in. Hold it in.
Sounds like we need another liver transplant, man.
He's testing that liver already.
You know what he's doing? He's using our angel money that we could be using, but he's using it on liver transplants.
Yeah, those aren't cheap, EQ.
Oh, those aren't cheap. Maybe kidney transplants too.
True.
Okay, I got it.
Perfect.
Oh God. Oh, that made me dizzy.
Well,
I'm gonna
in
name
case
that
you
one.
didn't know, Rally Chris's
Hey,
birthday
Ralph.
is in July. All month.
Hey, little
What?
Hey, little friend. You're my best friend. You understand me. Hey, Ralph, where are you going?
Hey, it's Randy, by the way. But no, he just jumped into let everybody know that I don't know how many years that is in monkey years, but Rally Chris is 31, going to be 32 in July. So Christmas in July, and then you're going to celebrate Rally Chris's birthday as well. Do you have a special giveaway for Rally Chris?
Well, man, I have polyps older than Rally Chris. Wow. There's nothing but a bunch of kids on this show. Any oldie but goodies? You know who I always thought was hot, Todd? Helen from Three's Company. I would slap that bro around.
Okay. All right, Artie. I think we're wrapping it up, man. This has been a long.
All right, I'm about to fall asleep. I'm tired. Sapphire needs to go home, and I'm all out of baloney. So I'll talk to you guys there. Hey, we're gonna get them tomorrow, right, Todd?
We don't play them. We don't play them.
Well, the next day. Woo!
All right, Artie. Mike Trout says when they get off the plane, they want to hang out with you, Albert, and have a nice drinking time.
Hey, whatever. Talk to you later.
Later. There goes Artie. Appreciate Artie coming on. EQ, I'm going to probably let you go as well, my friend. Thank you for being on.
Absolutely,
and then I'll
man.
some more comments before I check out of here.
Yeah, man. Hey, you gonna be there?
Be where?
Are you gonna be sitting the trout farm, or are you gonna be sitting somewhere else?
Yeah, I'll be over in 260. I got my tickets over there, so I'll be over there by the Modelo sign. So if anyone wants to come by and say hi, I'll be there. And then I'll be there probably the weekend of the tailgate, showing up as the Halo honk. So
wait, you're gonna be sitting at the handicap spot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I know where that is. Yeah. All right, man. It's a pleasure, man. Hope you have a good one. Hopefully we get a good win on Saturday or some shit.
Absolutely, EQ. You have a good one, man.
Absolutely. Thanks, man.
Later. All right, that's EQ right there. So moving forward now, as we wrap up the show, hopefully everyone hung on. We still got like over 170 people watching right now. That's pretty cool. And we appreciate Boo Bear's mommy checking in and leaving us with some nice donations. That we really appreciate that in the super chats. So as we move forward to the season, you'll see a different big background on Saturday. Things will be completely different, so that'll be cool. Also, we're going to be doing podcasts every day. So if you don't know, well, now you know. Monday through Friday, we should have some show. Whether it's me and Fernando, it might be Vince, the Cowboy, the Angels Cowboy, along with Fernando on Fridays. You're going to have your fill of Around the League baseball, usually on our off dates, Wednesdays and Thursdays. James is going to be filling you in on everything going on during baseball season. Then you'll have Dominique giving you the minor league report on Tuesday. So we will have baseball Monday through Friday. And then obviously on post games, I'll be taking care of that. And also tell your friends about TikTok. We're pushing that. We're also pushing Substack. And Substack, we again had the first article from Silent E. He hit it out of the ballpark. We're going to have some more people writing for us as we move forward. If you would like to write for us, let me know. Hit me up in the comments or on our social media, or shoot me an email at Halos in the Infield podcast, all together at yahoo.com. If you want to write for us, if you have a take that doesn't suck, you want to get on here and put it on, we will promote it on several pages on social media like we have. And please like and subscribe to the Substack. It helps us too, because we're trying to get that off the ground. You can listen to our podcast on Believe Network and all the others. I didn't get to the commercials. I know that Randy kind of did a what is it called? A sponsorship video, which we're going to be playing in the middle of the show, which is about a minute and a half with the Underdog one. So if you can hang with that, at least it's not in the beginning, because when we were running this with our intros in spring training, we got a lot of complaints that it was too long. So what I'll do real quick is just play this little one right now. It's about a minute, and then I'll say my final goodbyes for the opening day loss to the White Sox. So let's play this one right here, and you can get the new what do you call it, media stuff right here. So here's the sponsorships.
Brought to you by 714 Tickets in Anaheim, your trusted source for Angels tickets at unbeatable prices with no hidden fees. Whether it's home or away, they've got your seat covered. Visit them at 2424 East Catella Avenue, Anaheim, or online at 714tickets.com. Mention HITI and get 10% off your purchase. And Brewheim, Anaheim's premier craft brewery, pouring fresh, locally brewed beers in a welcoming atmosphere for Angels fans and beer lovers alike. Stop by their tap room at 1931 East Wright Circle, Anaheim, or check them out at brewheim.com. Mention HITI and get 10% off your tab. The OC Dugout, your one-stop shop for officially licensed Angels memorabilia, custom jersey framing, and exclusive autograph signings with your favorite players. Visit them at 1928 East Center Street, Anaheim, or online at theocdugout.com. Support the businesses that support Halos in the infield.
Not bad, huh? Randy hooked that up right now. So we had it. He had it all done and ready to roll, and we played it a few times in the preseason. Like I said, it was too long with our intros, because our intros usually go about like between 35 to 45 to 55 seconds, and then we start our show. So we're going to keep it at that, but we'll probably play that little block of commercials in between, like sort of like the halftime of each show, like in between a 35-minute broadcast or an hour broadcast. So look out for that. And again, we want to support local business in Anaheim. And so if you would like to contribute or have us shout you out, if you have a business, hit us up at Halos in the Infield podcast at yahoo.com. And then we will get back to you or on our social medias, because we're always looking to help out. Scratch our back, we scratch yours. And we'll bring people in when we do our events and stuff like that. So we got a lot of things cooking for the season. We just need the team on the field to cook. So we appreciate each and every last one of you that has been on the show today, or that has supported us either now or in the past or in the future. And we hope for a good season this year. Obviously off to a shitty start, but hopefully things change. And we've been on here for almost 2 hours, and that's likely to happen when we have a big event like opening day. But hopefully things will get better. We'll have plenty of watch parties, plenty of tailgates, and other things to do, things to win as we move forward into the season. I promise to have the phone calls up and ready to roll when the season commences as we move along here, so we can find out exactly what is going on. So with all that being said, thank you to Randy, the producer of the Stars, and everybody once again who has played a part in the show and been a part of the network. And we will see you Saturday, Game 2 of 162.